everyone. Welcome to our 7th episode of Fallout Dugout. And yeah, we just finished recording episode 7 of the show. And wow, what a... I don't know. It's hard to put that episode into words in this moment. But I'll let it kind of leave it all to you as... wow.
Yeah.
So much happened tonight.
Yep.
A lot of character moments.
Yeah, that was a lot.
First
First
of
of
all,
all,
want to
man,
start?
if we're leveling
wrong
up
with
tonight,
you?
yeah, I don't know.
What do you mean?
If we're leveling up
Can I
tonight,
roll
hey,
to
that
see
means
if
Reed
Jake
gets one
is
more
lying?
hit point. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, can I
can you
roll
also
insight
insight
right
check?
now?
Can I roll
Insight check
on
out of
Jake?
character.
Hey.
is
Out of character.
as
Is
me,
Jake
Richard.
lying right now?
Yeah.
I am bound to backstory secrecy.
What's wrong with you?
We'll
Yeah,
figure
I
it
just
out.
think
won't
it's
we?
like
Level up.
mean. This is just mean. It's
mean.
intentional. It's
It's-
bullying.
It's good story. It's good
I'm
story.
personally
It's a great
victimized by
story.
this.
Yeah.
You're targeting
Mhm.
us.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
This is
Yep.
what is it what is it that Michael Scott said? I'm a victim of a hate crime.
Oh,
It's
I
not
think-
a hate crime. I hated it.
yeah, I think that's what it. Yeah, I think that's what it
Yeah.
is. Oh my god.
Level 4. Crazy. Crazy.
I have not written my
Yeah.
level on my sheet this entire time we've been playing.
We're
This-
about to be
and-
4.
Yeah, it's definitely like the XP is
get
gonna start getting a lot crazier now
Yeah.
too. Like getting the first, it happens really fast, and then it'll start kind of lagging out. But because there was a little bit of combat, so there you would have got 38 points from that blood bug, 38 points at XP, and then
But the emotional turmoil we went through.
Mhm.
Yeah.
that
added
was worth
The
it so
traumatizing,
much.
the
Traumatizing. Yeah.
I'm gonna give 112 XP for the
Whoa!
roleplay tonight.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
So a total of 150 in total
Look at us.
tonight.
Look at us.
Somebody who's good at math calculate that for us.
Couldn't be me.
Yeah, 150, 38 and 112. Yeah. But yeah, y'all. So any moments, any things that stand out for folks tonight as we kind of get in this, then we can dive into kind of what perks people are thinking about taking, and yeah, because that's a big piece of all this fun stuff.
Vermin is the only man in my head.
He's the man for me.
He is the man for me. You would have seen a Kratos level crash out if he had died in that to a bug.
To a bug.
Yeah.
Oh my
I'm very. He's everything to me.
I felt like the minute he came back, I was like, we had someone going to the other town. We had Jimmy D. We have to have another
Yes.
person.
A silly, goofy guy.
This is the next.
Just a
I feel
little
like it's
guy.
fun if we just have like multiple silly, goofy guys with the campaign. We're like, maybe we get to O-Town,
Yes.
Yeah.
we lose Vermin, and we get some other crazy
Some other
person.
crazy, kooky
A
guy.
Just
different
switch them
varying level
out.
of crazy. Yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm,
We're
mhm.
collecting them.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like,
Yeah.
feel like
They're
we're
like-
picking up companions and switching them out.
Yeah,
And like,
yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I think
Yep.
right now
Yeah.
we got Vermin.
Yeah.
Vermin,
Hang out
I
at the
choose
camp.
you. I know that we've said before, like, oh man, how cool would it be after this if like the show does well and we get some kind of nod in a future Fallout game?
Vermin.
It would only be Vermin. I want you to know.
Yeah,
the
Vermin's
only
making it in.
they would
He'd be a
make it-
companion.
yes, absolutely. There's
he
like
romanceable?
nothing else from our
Is he-
show.
Yeah, what's the romance
What's
story?
the romance?
Yeah. Yep. He'll make you close.
Do we have to like defeat his several evil exes or something?
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
like,
that's
free
it.
him from like
Let me
a.
in.
Greg was his
Let me in.
former ex.
Oh
Oh,
God! Not
no.
his hand.
Not you
Oh.
revealing things.
They're still roommates. The lease. It hasn't broken yet.
Oh no.
And he's just up and leaving.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
What's with us like messing up people right as they get housing? Like that guy who we said
Great.
killed Sally Sue. Like he just bought a
Mhm, mhm.
house and now Vermin
his
was in a
family.
lease. Right. Like we gotta
Yeah.
stop like ruining people's housing situation, you guys. I think
Bringing them
that's
to
my
bigger and
biggest
better
thing.
places. Okay. That we're bringing
Well,
them
we
to
killed
O-Town
that one guy,
or
so I don't know.
Heaven.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know if he went to heaven, considering where he was and what his occupation was.
The Raiders going to heaven. I was like, no, they're definitely in hell.
They're smiling up at us.
Or some
yeah.
version. Yeah.
They're smiling up
God.
at us.
You set me free.
Stop.
That session was nuts. There
yeah,
were so many little character moments. That was fantastic.
They're crazy roleplay work tonight,
Yeah,
y'all.
very good roleplay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I think that kind of latter moment with, I mean, even the ending, like the hard
God
conversations, like that was insane. Like those were so powerful. I mean, Ruthie with Reed, and then Phil and Reed's, and then just and then I think even, like Hawke in the beginning with like being, like, Reed, you got to rest, and just like
Pull out the dad voice. Yeah, go to bed.
yeah, and just
Yeah.
and then Reed with Shonda, that cracked me up.
Oh my god, I forgot about her entirely.
Oh
That
my
happened
God.
this episode.
Yup.
You
It
and
was
your
a journey.
NPCs. You and your romanceable NPCs.
I love all of the stuff we're finding out about Reed's dad. Like
Yeah.
the fact that he just this man decides to
killer.
cave in somebody's head and then goes and flirts with a woman while covered in blood.
She was
Iconic.
Yep.
I do have a question though. Did Reed's mom die? Not about that. No. I don't need that. Did Reed's mom pass away after Reed's dad left?
Yeah.
Oh, so
she doesn't know. He doesn't know?
He doesn't know. I've said that before, though.
Yeah, that does have
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's been so long that I
I
didn't
hope
remember.
he's alive, and I hope you have to tell him.
Oh, yeah, somebody's got to tell
Oh.
him.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
I want to ask, but I feel like you probably aren't going to answer, but it's been nagging at me. How did she die?
Should I reveal that? In a dugout.
Kicking my feet, twirling my hair, say it.
Please.
That she got hurt and she couldn't use a stim pack.
Yeah, that's
to-
it. That's what it was. Yeah.
So she bled
Okay,
out.
Ooh. Inner thoughts right there.
Yeah.
That was so sassy.
I don't know if I want to say that in dugout. I think we'll let
Can
that
I
come
roll
out.
an insight
Dugout.
check on Jake to see?
Check.
Yeah, if you roll the right check, you can just read my mind, and we won't have to say it in dugout.
Perfect.
Great.
So,
I love
yeah.
that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. Yeah, no. I was really curious. So, one thing I had just, because choices, the paths are, that you take are unique in your own way. I wasn't sure if you were going to stay and potentially talk to Harmon. Like, that was something I was very curious about. Like, I had planned for that possibility. And I was like, how am I going? Like, I thought, I woke up this morning and started thinking about that conversation, what that conversation would have looked like. And yeah, it was something where I was like, oh man, how is he gonna, it had been on my mind, but this morning I was just like, yeah, how would he talk to Ruthie? What would that look like? But
Ooh,
I
I've been
love the
thinking
note
about
in
that.
the mouth.
Thank you.
That was-
I've been sitting on that for a while.
that was dope as fuck.
I
Yeah.
was this close, actually, this close to having them stay so she could talk to him, but
Mhm.
I think, given certain backstory things with her and given how things are starting to transpire, I think it would be even better to hold off,
Mhm,
depending, or as certain relationships continue to evolve or devolve or whatever. I decided against it, or at least like I decided against me having any like sway in it happening, purely because I kind of want it to be this sort of like, what is going to happen, you know? Because at this point, everybody knows that he left her for dead. And, you know, she has mentioned that she was essentially the mother figure in his life since their mom is, you know, is she dead? Is she, who knows? I don't even know. Genuinely, I don't know where their mom is. And so I think it was more, I just want to like leave tiny little things. Although I will be honest, when Icarus rolled that nat 20 and then I rolled that nat 20, I was like,
I got so scared.
Here we go, I guess.
Here we go. It's gonna happen.
I was fully expecting him to come out of the woodwork. I had so much fear in my body.
You know what those natural 20s did? It turned this. So in my notes, this was supposed to be a research facility, but in that moment, you rolled those. I'm gonna say no. This is a vault they're going into.
That's
That's
cool.
That was my. That's when I decided to make that change. I was like,
the dice tell the story.
They tell the story.
Yeah, this is what I ended up typing in my notes.
131.
Ooh, I'm nervous, excited. And
you guys are alone in that.
I know.
Yep.
I also,
It's fine.
Richard, Jake, y'all need to stop hurting my feelings with these relationships between Phil and Reed. It's not nice.
Oh my god.
It's mean. Stop it. Except don't. Keep doing it.
Yo, Phil going, yeah, I know in a life or death situation, you'll pick me anyway. I was like,
that was so...
Here's the thing. As Phil, in that moment, I was like, what can I say as a thing to be like, hey, I love you and we have a good relationship, but also to come off in the most like just rude, like asshole way of being like, oh, at the end of the day, they're them and I'm me and you're gonna choose me.
yeah.
Because I'm with Vault-Tec. We're with Vault-Tec. Like it's not even like in the moment, it's not like you're choosing me, it's you're choosing us. You're choosing Vault-Tec. Because that's at the end of the day, that's the right decision, and you know that's the right decision.
Yep. And
Like,
your whole thing about well, we don't know these people. I was like, whoa.
At
what
the
do
end
you
of the day,
mean?
there are those people, and we're Vault-Tec. We're making our way to our people. Like they're like,
Oof.
I think Phil is almost in this mindset right now of like, yeah, they're friendly, and you're becoming friends with them, and I'm like, I got a friend too, but they're never gonna be Vault dwellers. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty intense moment, actually. I was
That was
holy
wild.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Phil's just very kind of almost brainwashed, I think, at this moment by Vault-Tec, where he's just like, there's just for him a distinction between people who've lived in vaults and people who haven't.
Yeah.
Do you
And
think...
go
Sorry,
ahead.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Do you think if Phil goes to O-Town, it is still nothing like what they said it was gonna be? Is that gonna shake him at all? Because O-Town's like the goal right now.
Right now, like, yeah, Phil is at this time where he's trying to make any excuse up in his brain, where it's almost like kind of like how Ethan's brain is wired to like make an explanation for something. Phil's brain is almost in the same way, where it's like nothing else can make sense. You know, it's not that Vault-Tec's evil. That's not even an option in his head. So I think going to O-Town, it's more of like not one moment doing it. It's a multitude of moments. I think that would tip Phil over. So I think
like
O-Town might not fully do it. I have to see how I feel in the moment, but I think right now, I think it's going to be something where like O-Town might not do it, but it's another thing stacked upon this ever-piling tower that eventually is going to be too high.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's almost perfect that it's Phil and Ruthie stuck in the vault.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I
After
wonder...
I just had this conversation being like, hey, if one of us is about to die, you're going to choose me over her.
Right. Well, and I also wonder too, like going off of what you said, like is seeing what potentially happened to this vault as the two of them, you know, if they decide to delve deeper.
It might be just.
Yeah.
I also,
Yeah.
you said in an earlier episode of the Dugout how like what it might look like when Ruthie finally has that like exploding moment at Phil, and I'm kind of curious to see if it ends up being while they're stuck in the vault.
Yeah, it could be, and it might be something where Phil makes it known to you that like you're a Wastelander and I'm a Vault Dweller. Or not even that, not even I'm a Vault Dweller, we're Vault Dwellers, and you're a Wastelander. But like,
man.
Oh my god.
That's the thing too for me with Reed. It's just like, I think Reed is like, then why did you come out here if all you wanted to do is only know Vault Dwellers?
Yeah, I think Phil had this very perfect idea in his head where it's like, the wasteland is empty. Vault Dwellers have repopulated the world now. And it's it's like what Vault Tech has envisioned for him.
Right.
This is very perfect world. Now we're going back to the 50s, or that era of 50s in like 2077. Like this perfect.
Yeah.
No communism. No, like all the reds are gone. We're back to our world.
Oh shit.
Ruthie, I think you were gonna say Dakota. I should say I'm still in character.
Same thing.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh, I think too that's gonna be interesting in the point that, you know, Phil was like, we don't know these people. Like, slow down. Remember who you are. Remember where you come from. If Phil does end up saying, well, we're Vault Dwellers and you're just a Wastelander, I foresee 1000% that having implications just beyond between Ruthie and Phil, especially when you consider that all three of you guys are Vault Dwellers, and Ruthie is the only, essentially, because I know that Hawke was from a vault.
Hawke is from a, yep.
Yeah.
Ruthie's like the only one that's like, Vault Tech is bad. Or, well, I shouldn't say the only one, but she's very vocal about being, Vault Tech is bad. You guys need to adapt to this way of life. And I think, I'm just excited now to see how this us being stuck here plays out, man.
Yeah.
Can you guys like pull an all-nighter? I know I have to be up at like 5 a.m. for work, but
I think Phil too, like, it's not only the lies of Vault-Tech stacking up, it's the friends and relationships he's making that are stacking up, you know? Like, he's growing closer to Ethan. He's building a relationship with him. He's talking to him about his kid. And I think in his head, he's almost making up the excuse of being like, well, you know, they say they're from another vault, so, like, I don't really know the other vaults too well. But, like, I'm probably getting along with them so well because they're from another vault. And, like, it's okay to be their friend because, like, they're from a vault, but, like, I can never be true friends with Ruthie because they're a Wastelander.
Damn.
She doesn't get it. She just doesn't get it. Yeah.
Damn.
But I think, like, that's the excuse Phil was making it in his head. But I think in his heart, you know, I think he doesn't truly believe that. I think he's trying to make up excuses because this is what he's been told his whole life. And he just really, really wants this perfect future. And I think a lot of his arc is just literally, like, with Reed maybe coming to terms with, like, letting other people kind of take the reins, or, like, letting other people be there for him and protect him.
Yeah.
I think Phil's is also kind of this area of, like, just confronting the facts that, like, Vault-Tech is bad, and that he likes people not because, or he likes certain people not because he's doing his due diligence by Vault-Tech of being a good citizen. He likes people because he's a good-natured person. He's nice. It's not because of how Vault-Tech raised him or how they told him to be. It's just because he's Phil. He's just Phil. That's just who he is.
Yeah.
And I think he's not ready to confront that fact. Yeah. So we'll see.
Oh, buddy.
I just want to put him in my pocket, man.
Yeah. He's just a little guy, and he doesn't understand that he's just a little guy.
He don't know.
We'll get him there. We'll get him there.
Yeah. Like, he wants a family, he wants all these things, but he thinks it's because it's what Vault-Tech wants for him. you know, and he's like, I am doing this by them. But at the end of the day, it's because it's what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also noticed that when Phil was talking about his timeline for a family, he basically was like, I'm going to find somebody and then we're going to have a kid. And so, like,
Yeah,
my
like, it's just
timeline
gonna
for
work
this is like
out.
a year.
Right.
It's a year. Yeah, and it's just like, Phil's just got this fucked up idea in his head that, like, there is this perfect path set out for him because literally growing up in the vaults, that's how it was. Like, he had perfect grades. He was a part of the baseball team. He had the perfect setup. Like, going into vault security, his dad was in vault security. Like, within 2 or 3 years, becoming the head of vault security. Like, he's always had a path laid out for him. And he's just not used to not having, like, an itinerary or having things that, like, he's hitting on time. Yeah.
Oh, Phil.
Oh, Phil.
I'm excited to. Oh man, I can't. Interested.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Well, anything else for as far as character-wise? I mean, I think obviously there was a pretty big moment. I think with Reed kind of like putting his hand on Ruthie's back as you walked out. I was like, oh, okay. That was a pretty big moment. Walk us through that. I mean, I know it was kind of to show Shonda, but what was that just like a in the moment?
Yeah, I think it
had
was
been building up.
I think it was mostly like a show and Shonda thing, but also like because of that, it was like just instinctual, and then he immediately was like, oh.
Yeah.
So, like,
yeah, which I thought it was
Not the
sweet.
Minnesotan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I guess after this episode would be a good time to put out the Reed's favorite playlist, which I sent to Dakota when Reed gave her the
Oh my god.
the holotape.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop making me need to get Apple Music.
Somebody transfer that to Spotify for Dakota.
Don't you worry. Yeah. I got it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, cool, y'all. Well, if there's nothing else really kind of to touch on, we can kind of shift into our level up and see what perks people are thinking about getting as we kind of wrap up our Fallout Dugout here.
There's so much more to talk about, but my brain is mush. So it's
no, it's okay. It was one of those episodes.
Oh my god!
And the nice thing
much.
too is like we have, you know, what's nice is, and by this time people know we usually do like a Q&A at the end of when we air the episodes. So that's another time for the cast to be able to kind of relive those moments, because you're not in the moment, you're watching it again, and that sometimes is probably a little easier to kind of touch on, be like, oh my god, that happened. Yeah. Yeah, because you guys were on fire tonight. I was just like, the first half I was just like, all right, this is,
I don't know.
As an audience member, I was like, damn, this is amazing.
I don't know what I said, but like there was a line that I said as Reed in like the first 10 minutes that I was like, where did that come from? Like, I'm on. All right, let's go.
I'm trying to remember too, because there were many times where I gasped because someone said something that was just a banger line. But yeah, there was definitely something at the start. Oh, it was like, for me, it was when I was like, I would appreciate you not putting words in my mouth, and then you said, but they're in my head. And I went, damn! Fuck.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that was really good. Yeah, that was really good.
I think Hawke, I think we saw a different side of Hawke today.
Yeah. Yep.
I agree.
Like, I was like, oh shit, is this what it feels like to be one of their kids? Are we Hawke's children?
You saw Hawke very afraid that Reed is going to die, and this will be the second person that they are going to fail to save.
Yeah, because none of the healing's working.
Because none of the healing is working. So there's this... you see a very scared Hawke is what you're seeing.
Shit.
Trying to prepare for the worst.
Oof.
That moment too, where Hawke was like, if we go in there and we see on like a much that I think that's why Ruthie was like, you're staying out here. But I also know that you're gonna want to stay with Reed. So
and Hawke did put up a fight, did not argue at all about that, because if there's other synth stuff going on in there, there's no telling. Like, if there's another like mass explode button, nuke the place, I'm gonna push it.
Should have bought that mini nuke.
I know, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, we don't have a we don't have a what's the gun called?
A Fat Boy, right?
Is it the
Fat Boy?
Fat Boy, yeah.
Fat Boy, yeah.
We gotta get one of them.
I am nervous for next time. If there's no way into this vault now,
oh my god,
how are we gonna get in? And if you guys are underground, we're not gonna hear a bark from Sputnik.
No.
Above ground. So like, that plan's shot. We're coming in as soon as we can.
Yep.
That plan's shot.
Those 3 complications is the stacks on stacks on stacks.
Dice did not know what they were playing tonight.
You better hope there's a terminal on the outside of that thing. I'll get us in there.
Oh,
I did say that.
True.
Yeah,
I did mention a terminal. I did mention. Yep.
Yes.
And my tech stuff's pretty good too. So like, if you need help,
yeah,
we'll get in. We'll get in.
Well, with that said, what are people thinking for perks as we
what
are you doing, Ruthie?
Oh,
what are you doing?
What you got?
I'm gonna do Ghost.
Ghost. Okay.
I'm gonna do Ghost because I feel like I am slowly building. I think I accidentally and now on purpose started to build Ruthie kind of like a Gloomstalker. It wasn't intentional at first, but now it's slowly becoming the case.
So happy.
And for those of you who are not familiar, who did not watch me on the Stranger Guild's charity stream back in June, I love me a good Ranger, but I love me the Gloomstalker subclass.
Gloomstalker is where it's at. I'm so sorry to all the other subclasses, but Gloomstalker slaps.
It's really dope.
Yeah.
I am kind of, again, it started off as an accident. Now it's not really an accident, but I'm taking the Ghost perk.
Hell yeah. Ooh.
I think that would work really well for her, especially with her small frame perk. Ooh.
Oh my god. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's a really good one. Hell yeah, so Ghost, what are you thinking? What are you thinking, Phil?
I am thinking about taking the Slayer perk. When you inflict any damage with an unarmed attack or melee weapon, you may spend 1 luck point to immediately inflict a critical hit and therefore an injury on the location hit.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
You got crazy luck too.
I was looking at a bunch of things and like there's a lot of great melee perks, but they're all either like 2-handed melee weapons. I'm like, okay, I don't have any 2-handed melee weapons. Bladed melee weapons, don't have any bladed melee weapons. Unarmed strikes, I'm like, I don't really punch a whole lot of people. I have this now, but it's a melee weapon. So I'm like, fuck. And then finally it's like unarmed strike. I'm like, god damn it. And then it's like, or melee weapon. I'm like, I have melee weapons.
And you get a lot of luck too.
And I have a lot of luck. Yeah. So it helps with a lot of like, oh, I have to spend a luck point. I'm like, okay, well I have 8 of them. Oh wait, don't we leveled up, so
they
don't we get over
too. Oh, they refreshed.
Thank God. 8 points.
Wait.
Again.
Hold on. Wait, so all of our hit points?
No, luck.
No, you're luck points.
Oh,
luck
okay.
points. Luck points. Yeah.
I was like, tell me Reed's no longer dying.
We're so back.
Oh yeah, there's one that I have to take next time. I have to take Life Giver next time, but I can't do it now because it's a level 5 requirement. But increase your maximum health points by your endurance rank. I have to do that next time because that's an extra 7 hit points. That'd be fucking incredible. Let's see. Trying to decide which one to take.
I am choosing between more healing or more damage. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know which to go for.
What are the 2 perks you're thinking?
I am looking at Concentrated Fire, which... where did it go? When I make a ranged attack and spend ammo to increase the damage, I can reroll up to 3 of the damage dice.
Oh my god.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Or healer. So every time I heal somebody, I increase the amount of HP healed by 1 per rank in this perk. There's 3 ranks total. And each time I take this perk, the level requirement increases by 5. So,
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm between those two.
Right.
Given healing's not doing a whole bunch right now,
I know.
I'm leaning towards the damage, but
Yeah. That could always be one that you pick up next too. Like that's
Yeah.
you know. Yeah. Oh, kitty.
Yeah, she's got zoomies right now.
Mm.
It's been such a long time and I'm having like a massive brain fart. So we add a perk and we add a +1 to our maximum HP.
yes.
Is there anything else that we do?
No, that's
Okay,
it.
I didn't think
That
so.
that is it.
That's it.
Yeah. So let me just
Oh.
double check. Let's see.
Oh man.
I'm just double checking because it's been a little bit since we've leveled up. So
Yeah.
There is one called tag that just lets you add another tag skill.
Yes.
So there's like
Ooh.
And I
some
think
there's like a
one that
couple of boring ones that I
increases-
might do, but I'm also between a couple other things. I don't know. Huh.
Got it.
Oh, weird. Yeah, I think that's it though. It's just
Okay.
HP increases and then a perk. Yeah.
Cool.
I might have to do
Yeah.
this one. I think I might take Nerd Rage. While your health is reduced to less than 1/4 of your maximum, you add +1 to your physical damage resistance, +1 to your energy damage resistance, and +1 to the damage of all your attacks. Plus
Take
1
it.
die.
Yeah.
Take
Yeah, that's probably
it.
pretty smart right now.
Yeah, probably. Might have to. All right.
Yeah.
It was
Cool.
either that one or like just giving myself more special or even science so that I could modify energy weapons, but I don't know. I think I gotta go Nerd Rage.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome.
Beautiful.
Well, oh yeah, so let's see. Maximum hit points increased by 1. You choose one skill to. Oh, you get to increase a skill by 1 rank.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that changes everything.
Not a special, but a skill.
But a skill, yeah.
Yeah.
So a skill,
Yeah.
you're
I made
the
that
big
mistake.
big tree. Yeah.
I'm up in that medicine.
Medicine. Okay.
Bumping it up. to
I'm
a
all up
3.
in that medicine.
I'm all up in that medicine.
Someone has to be.
I'm going to increase my sneak to a 3.
That makes sense.
Nice.
That makes sense.
Actually, you know what? Survival's been biting us in the ass a little bit. I'm gonna bump that up to a 2.
I think I want to increase. Maybe I'll increase my melee weapons to a 4.
Ooh.
Oh, fuck it up, dude.
Yeah.
Maybe I think I'm just gonna go all in melee. Like I'm just putting, which I feel like is what I do when I play Fallout. Like I love just hitting people with
Getting
like
up
a
and
heated super sledge. Like I love
Yeah.
doing melee runs and just melee characters. Like I'm not
Yeah, it's fun.
I'm not very smart when it comes to like building weapons and like min-maxing guns. It's just like strong guy, big hammer, and like that's all I need to know.
Yeah.
That's like
Watch out.
That's my play style.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, maybe I just lean into that. But I also like the idea of also leaning into like it hasn't really come up too much yet, but leaning into like speech or barter and stuff like that, being able to if we
Yes.
need to like come down from a tense situation, that maybe that I could
Right.
do that. But speech is at 4 right now, so I think if I bring melee weapons up to meet it, maybe that's fine.
Yeah.
That way, when
I
it
think that makes
fails, you can just punch him real
I
hard.
just punch him real hard and make their head
That's true.
explode.
That's right.
Yep. Pop. What's Reed thinking? Kind of our last little piece here.
Oh, for the
Fallout Dugout. Yeah, increasing skill.
I'm gonna up my energy weapons up to 3 because I have the
Nice.
Alright.
the laser pistol now.
Hell yeah. All right. So, Awesome. So with all that, the level ups, get that extra HP, the perk, and an increase to one of your skills. Any last little things before we close? I guess, hit the road for the evening and conclude our dugout here.
If Vermin dies, you're gonna see a crash out. This is a warning.
I'm gonna fully build out his character now.
Yes!
Now that he's with the party, I'm gonna go through full character creation with him.
Oh my god.
Perfect. So,
I
level
love
4.
him.
Not even gonna build him like an NPC. You're gonna build him like.
He's a
wanna
full
build him like a
character.
character.
He's a
God.
He's gonna be a full
DMPC
character.
now.
He's a DMPC.
He's with us
Yep.
to the end.
He's level 10, right?
Yep. He.
Yeah.
I might give him one level above you all.
Yeah.
I might do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Just one level.
You should make him like
Is-
level 10.
Yeah.
Just like
I need to know now, is Vermin
Mhm.
actually the mysterious stranger?
I literally
Oh
had
my
the same
God.
fucking thought. I had the same
Could be.
thought. Because
We
he
don't
didn't show up
know.
until we were in this town.
It's true.
You never
we know he's all about disguises. He has mannequins and wigs and
Mhm.
shit. And his
Oh
clothes.
my god, he's the rat.
He watches us while we
He-
sleep.
He has to have a
Yeah.
sneak of 6.
He's always there.
He's always,
Oh,
he's with us
absolutely he
always.
does.
And how does he disappear? He goes into the sewers. The
Yep.
sewer systems.
The
How else can he
mammals.
disappear?
Oh my god, we cracked the
Mhm.
code. We
He's the
got it.
mysterious
Nice try,
stranger.
Kylie.
Nice try, Kylie.
I'm sorry, y'all. Well,
You go
if
ahead
he's
and
still
rewrite that
alive,
character.
He's in
Stop
that
it. No,
trench
he
coat,
is.
isn't
He is.
I'm gonna have to, next time I'm in a room
No.
with Vermin, I'm gonna have to use the mysterious stranger perk and we'll find out what
he?
happens.
Don't
Wait.
Wait. He's in the vault with you guys.
Oh, yeah,
my
he
god,
came
he
with us.
is.
So if
I'll
you
use
use
it.
it and it works,
The first minute I see someone, mysterious stranger, messaging
Yeah,
Kylie.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
if we do have to use that perk while we're in the vault, how else is he gonna get there? So it's a good thing we brought
my
Vermin with
God.
us because he is the mysterious stranger.
Oh no.
look at us. Look at us.
Can you
This is why
imagine?
we accept his weird gifts, okay?
Yeah.
yeah, sock puppets.
So puppets.
Those are the gifts of a serial
think-
killer. I want you all to know.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
You know,
He's on our side.
yeah.
Right.
He's
as long as he's not
wild.
murdering me.
If he's man, I've debated because we record an episode I think on October 30th, I think, or is it the 29th? It's one of those days.
28th.
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 Okay. I've considered getting stuff to have a Vermin costume, but I don't know if you guys would be able to handle that if I was dressed
I
up
don't
like
know.
that for the whole session.
I don't
For
know.
at least the first half hour, it's gonna be nothing. You need to understand, like, we're gonna be a
Yeah.
mess. But after that, I think
Yeah.
we'll get used to it. I think we're professionals.
I'll go
So
get my
professional.
ukulele. That's in
Oh,
storage.
God.
And
I
yeah.
wanted to make a toxic gossip train joke so bad.
Me
I wanted
too.
to so good.
Where did he
Yeah.
get the ukulele?
You know.
Yes. I had a whole description of his of his sewer,
Didn't
his
Phil
lair.
Get a glimpse of it?
Very briefly.
Very
Yeah,
briefly.
all the stuffed animals with button eyes,
Yep.
which
Oh my god. He killed him. He killed the stuff.
he removed them to put them on sock puppets.
Oh god.
Yep.
He's on our side.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
man.
God for that. He's a better Miranda Sings.
Yes.
Oh no.
With that said, y'all, I think that's a great place to conclude Fallout Dugout. Nightmares.
Nightmares.
Nightmare fuel.
Episode name.
Yep,
Nightmares.
sock puppets.
Same thing.
Yep.
Vermin,
Yeah.
vermin, vermin. Just 3 times.
Vermin, vermin,
It's like
vermin. We say his
Beetlejuice.
name 3
Yeah,
times.
it's like Beetlejuice.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, we'll see y'all next time out in the wasteland.
Yep.
Bye.